If there's something that super excites me is making a marble cake, because you're always in for a surprise. In this recipe, I'm going to be showing you how to make a very delicious, flavorful, decadent chocolate orange marble cake, which is going to turn out amazing. Just look at that cake. So it's going to take very basic ingredients for you to make this delicious cake. So yeah, hope you'll be watching until the end and try out a new recipe. Start off by preheating your oven at 180 degrees Celsius. Then you're going to spray and line a baking tin with parchment paper so that it can be easier for you to invert the cake once it's ready. And next, you're going to need a few ingredients which you can't miss in your pantry. So into your mixing bowl, you're going to add in 1 cup of margarine, which you can substitute with softened butter. Whip up your margarine for around 30 seconds to a minute. When the margarine is fully whipped up, it's going to be very light. So next you're going to add in 3/4 cup of sugar. Mix up using your hand mixer. And over high speed, you're going to whip up the eggs, margarine, and sugar for around a minute or until the butter is very light. In between, you're going to use your spatula to scrape the bowl so that all the ingredients can get fully whipped up. And the eggs are going to make the cake very fluffy. Once more, I'm going to scrape my bowl. So next, I'm going to be adding in some orange flavor since we're making a chocolate orange marble cake. So I'm going to add in a teaspoon. And the orange essence is going to add in tons of orange flavor to our cake. So I'm going to fold in. Next, you're going to add in a teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix up using your spatula once more. If you don't have a hand mixer, you can use a whisk to whip up your eggs because you want that nice, moist, and fluffy cake. That means that this step is very important when making a cake. My butter is ready. So now I'm going to add in some more orange flavor by adding in some fresh orange juice, and this is a tablespoon. Mix up. Add in 1.5 cups of flour, and I'm going to be mixing up in intervals. So using my spatula, I'm going to mix in the flour. Add in the rest. Fold in. Add in 2 tablespoons of milk. Make sure to scrape the bottom of the bowl so that all the dry ingredients can get fully combined with the wet, and avoid over mixing because the texture of your cake is going to be not so good. So once everything is fully mixed up, I'm going to divide the batter in two so that we can make that marble pattern. And to my bowl, I'm going to be adding in some food color, just a tiny bit of orange color. Mix up using your spatula until the food color is fully combined into the batter. This is perfect. This is a mild orange color. I'm going to place my bowl aside, pick the rest of the butter and add in a tablespoon of cocoa powder. Very slowly, I'm going to mix up the cocoa powder until fully combined. If your cocoa powder is lumpy, you can sieve before adding into the butter so that can be easier to combine with the butter. If you notice that your butter is on the thick side after adding in the cocoa powder, you can add in a tablespoon of milk or your fresh orange juice. Now it's time to make the marble pattern. So I'm going to pick up my prepped up tin, pick up my orange flavored butter and add into the pan. Next, I'm going to pick my chocolate butter, add into the tin as well. Get all the butter from the bowls. Get all the butter from each bowl because you don't want to waste any butter. Once done, you're going to level up your butter. You're going to use a knife and mix up the butter to get that marbling pattern. Then you're going to be baking your cake at 180 degrees Celsius for around 45 to 50 minutes. And to check if the cake is ready, you're going to insert a skewer. Once the skewer comes out with no wet butter, the cake is ready. My chocolate orange marble cake is ready, and as you can see, it's looking absolutely gorgeous. So you're going to cool in the tin for around 10 minutes. Then you're going to invert and let the cake cool completely. In those 10 minutes, the cake is going to cool down and it's going to be easier for you to invert without the cake falling apart. When ready, you're going to transfer to a clean rack. Just look at that cake. It's looking so good. I'm going to remove the parchment paper and let the cake cool. My cake has been cooling for around 20 minutes and I can't wait any longer because the cake is looking so delicious. So I'm going to transfer to my chopping board and using a serrated knife, which is going to get a clean cut, I'm going to slice my cake. Wow. After slicing into a chocolate orange marble cake, this is how it's going to be looking. And as you can see, we have a very nice light orange color since we added in some orange food color, and also the flavor is absolutely amazing. You can catch the chocolate, the orange flavor, and I definitely know it's delicious. So hope you'll be giving this recipe a try, and let me tell you, the cake is going to be super amazing.